Hello, test. Oh. Hang on a sec. Hello, what's up, Space Monkey? Computer architecture. How's it going? Okay. Okay, what are we watching? Well, this is just another edition of the Settling Scores tournament, or another round, or another match within the tournament. So Pricey Boy, Michael, Day in the Life, Artser. This is not the first game, this is the second game. I was not here for the first game. This is game 2. Game 1 was won by Turbo, as far as I know. I haven't checked it, but from what they were saying, it definitely sounded like Turbo won game 1. And that was on Mangrove Delta, which is a big 20x20 map with lots of islands. Now we're on Stickleback. Turbo already with 3 factories, one of them's there. Tagada going full land at the moment. We have a flare at the hydrocarbon, which is actually going to get some nice kills. Flare versus Striker. Striker wins easily. And that's going to be... This is a brutal raid by this flare here. Hydra denied. And there's another engineer coming here, and Tagada's not sending it back. Is he going to waste another engie? If he does, that's going to be very devastating. He doesn't seem to be doing much about that. He could lose another one. But no, the flare actually retreats. I didn't see game 1. I had to put $1,000 on this game. Who you got? Well, right now I would say, oh god, Turbo. Where's the bomber going? I mean, probably go Tagada right now. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, Tagada, it seems like Turbo has gone for a lot of flares. Look at this flare here with 2 kills. Tagada getting a little bit salty. Needs some flare micro here to win against these tanks. I mean, it is possible definitely to win 3 flares versus 2, but he's allowed... Oh, look at that. Look at the dodging. Problem is, as you're dodging, you're not catching up to the tank. So if he's running towards it and dodging, he's basically never going to catch up once he's out of range. So retreats, but still has 2 labs alive. And he's basically going full labs. Now, the thing about labs for Aeon here is that they drain a lot from your factories, which means you actually need less factories. So if you're building a tank, it's going to be -4 basically to build a tank per second, and then to build a lab it's going to be closer to -6 mass, which means, as I said, just less factories required to spam them, which is a decent advantage. But you can see Tagada getting a lot of factories up. Now he's got bombers. definitely going to be easy to dodge bombers with labs. But this is a nice... Well, is this a nice fight for Tagada? No, it's not a nice fight at all. He's making the mistake actually of running into range of the labs rather than using the superior range of the tanks there. He just thought he could win the fight by chasing down the labs, but actually that was the worst thing he could do. And the flares are crushing, and now there's even an Aurora mixed in there. And that did not go how Tagada expected it to go, but still he actually may win that fight. On the right hand side we have Aurora that are not retreating away from these strikers. The PD is definitely not going up now, and that's a very, very nasty raid. Look at all these labs on the left hand side though, and he's coming around the back of the ACU. Is he looking to get the kill on Tagada? I mean, I don't think he has enough units here at all to do that, and now he's taken a step to the left, so he's going to allow Tagada out of range of his commander, so that's not happening. Turbo also has lost more HP on his commander, and it looks like Tagada is in full control of the match now after taking out this whole expansion, and he will lose his on this side, perhaps unnecessarily. I think he overreacted to the threat to his ACU there, pulled everything towards the commander, which was not, I mean, the danger was not that great. So perhaps he felt he was actually in a stronger position than maybe he actually was. He does manage to hold on to the Hydra, which is nice. So David, labs win because they have more legs than tanks. Yes, legs win games. Is that what they say? So Turbo in some trouble, but again, he still has Aeon, so he's still got Aurora, and he could do like Tagada's. I don't. This is a bit dangerous, isn't it? Has to be careful. The labs with the mobility. Tagada certainly has more of the map right now. He has this corner. Turbo, will he get this up? That's nice that he gets the mechs up actually, because it will take a little while to kill the mechs, so he'll get some stuff from that. Another labs come into the expansion again, need a PD here. Now, PD is amazing versus flares. Like really, if it's good against tanks, it's amazing against labs. Both commanders, similar HP. Turbo's slightly lower. Losing an NG here. Tagada has the mechs in the middle as well. Well, until he doesn't. And yeah, look, a lot of dead flares in the left side. A lot of dead units in general on the left side. Tagada mixing in Lobos now, just to give him some extra range on the Aurora. Bad fight for Tagada on the right hand side as Turbo switching to a lot more Aurora, which is what he needs. But the map control is just still you know, Tagada is just maintaining his lead right now, and there's always the threat that he goes down. Look how much health he's lost actually. He's 2k behind Turbo, 2k lower, and he needs to bring his tanks back. He has all his tanks to the top side. If Turbo pushes here, which he should, he could. Well, Tagada is close to a vet actually, so that's a little bit dangerous. And now he has a PD. Okay, the PD is essential there. It was a bit spicy there. I think Turbo could have forced a draw there, even with the PD in range. Now, if he had energy storage, I think he definitely could have forced a draw. But now he may have. Well, if Tagada steps out again, Tagada, where are you going? Turbo? Like, he has to be thinking to get a draw here, because as we can see, he's got so little of the map. He's lost this position. It doesn't look like he's thinking draw the dude in middle, which is kind of strange to me. Now Tagada gets a vet, extra regen, extra health, of course. Draw becomes a little bit harder to achieve. And I think Turbo's doomed now. What mod is that? It's like, it's advanced selection info, I think. I think that's what it's called, advanced selection info. I'll check now at the end of the game. Bomber comes in, the splits. Turbo does the splits and doesn't lose any. Aurora, nice one. Again, potential raiding here. I don't know why Tagada refuses to build a PD here. It would make the game so much easier for him. If he did, he's adding a lot of factories. I've struggled to believe that he can actually afford this. I feel like he probably just got some reclaim and now he's like queuing up a lot of stuff, and I really don't. Also, that's right in the exit of his base, so it's probably not the best place to build P-gens for pathfinding purposes. But yeah, I mean, he just has the whole map, so. Now killing the right side expansion. Turbo will probably control K, honestly. He does have a fervor too to go after the PD. But even with all these units on the right hand side, there's still enough around Tagada's comm. I mean, if the PD goes down, he's got to be a little bit scared. Yeah, look, here we can see the Aurora gathering. The fervor's firing. And the fervor getting into range of the PD there. Oops. Oh, the PD is alive. It's going to kill quite a few Aurora. Tagada trying to make the gun, and yeah, he just cancels. There's literally no need for him to continue making that. If there's any threat to him, because he doesn't need the gun to win. And Turbo will lose. So that's 1-1. This is the best of 7, by the way. Good win by Tagada. The flares were good. Not good enough. I think it's really, I think actually the flares were fine. They actually did pretty well, but the bomber did nothing. And he did go for an early air factory. The bomber was microed poorly, I guess, and failed to actually kill anything, which is critical. Of course, if you go for a bomber early on, it's got to kill something. So, let's see where game number 3 goes to. I don't know what maps they're going to be on. Oh, Tagada's hosting on FAF Develop. Oh, I don't have to re-download it. Nice. This is good. I wonder what Farms is doing. Is he also casting this? Oh, fuck. Okay, we're on Firefight. Now they have to do the faction veto. Okay, Turbo bans Cybrant. Reasonable. Now Tagada will ban a faction. And then I think Tagada gets to pick. Or is it alternate? Is it alternating, or does Tagada get to pick now? I'm not sure. Okay, so Tagada's gone UEF. Turbo has gone Seraphim. Both of them banned Cybrant. I'm gonna just check something here. Farms is actually casting. He's casting the first game actually. BO please. Yeah, so this is the map I played first against Tex. And it is also the first time I played the map. So it's got a huge amount of mass extractors. A huge number. I mean, on the first little, I mean, first of all, this is ice, by the way, so it's just land. There's no water on this map except frozen water, which you cannot build boats in. So it's full land. Also, one of the things I noticed, maybe, well, one of the things I noticed after I played the map, so when I was watching a replay, it's not 20 by 20. There is black space here, so it's like, I don't know, 17 by 17 maybe, something like this. So persistence. Yeah, so it is not quite a full 20 by 20, which is very important because once you start playing on it, you sort of, you know, it's not the same as sending tanks across Emerald Crater. So Pranav. So on the first piece of land, you have 8 mexes. It is kind of hard to see mech spots, I agree. Maybe Bloom helps with this, but also Bloom will likely blind you with the whiteness. I mean, you got 8 mexes here, 10 mexes just there. There's just a huge number of mexes. Like, it's insane how many mexes there are. There's also 26,800. Well, there's probably some taken. There's like 28,000 reclaim, 29,000. So it is, you know, to say it's spammy would be a vast understatement. A vast understatement. Interesting. Weak Bloom. I don't like Bloom at all, to be honest. So I won't even have weak Bloom. But that's interesting that you can do that. So we got air scouts coming out. Nobody rushing a transport, actually. Like, they're being a little bit careful here. What's up, David? You end up with too many NGs. Well, it depends on the map. Some maps it'll be too much, some maps it won't be enough, some maps it'll be the right amount. APM just comes with, honestly, half of APM is knowing what to do without thinking. Well, more than half, actually. So Pablo. Alright, Tagada with the transport. Don't really like that he's dropping there. That seems really... He's also scouted immediately. I don't really like this drop here. 2 NGs as well. Ugh. I mean... And we have very few tanks coming out of the base. We have more for Turbo. Too many for me to handle. And now he drops everything here. So this is like, he dropped basically as close as he possibly could, which is safer because, you know, as I said, it's not a full 20 by 20. So, you know, tanks are going to be heading over here. But, I mean, I still think it's very unambitious. Turbo not gone for a transport yet. He's gone for a bomber. And here comes the bomber. He only gets one there, so he definitely could have like ground fired to kill two. One of those engines is actually idle, by the way, not building anything. Tagada actually wins air there, which is slightly surprising, but yeah, 2 dead NGs, 1 idle NG as well. And turbo microing. I don't think he has time to do this micro, honestly. I don't think this is good. And he messes it up, and he's still microing now. It's not even a valuable NG to kill, actually. I mean, not really. It is, obviously, NG is a little bit valuable to kill, but overall, it's not a huge deal. Tagada, you can see, is like, oh shit, I have so much stuff now. I really need to spam stuff now. That is a valuable NG kill. Holy crap. Nice bomber. And turbo streaming tanks across the map. Look at the... This is going to be great for turbo. I mean, the score lead is in favor of Tagada there. Rather, the score lead is Tagada's. It looked from here that he has an Inti on board his transport, but he doesn't. But it looks like turbo's going to have nice pressure. That's actually 2 kills on that NG, or on that bomber. There's another kill. And this NG should come over here and finish off this very nearly finished factory. This factory also denied. Oh, wait, not yet. It's not denied yet. Oh, he finished it. He actually finished it. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's nice for Tagada. That'll be, I mean, morale-wise, that'll be nice. Turbo just he's been looking at the same stuff we're looking at, I think. And now also doing some base building. As you can see, a lot of stuff queued up. Like, these guys are going to be scaling. I mean, not many factories queued up here in the main base, but yeah, he's forgotten about his transport. Needs to drop maybe to the right corner. You can see he's walking to these expansions on like Tagada, who dropped over here. But you can see the drops for Tagada. I mean, yeah, he secured this one, I guess, but this one did not end up being secured. I seem to have disconnected from FAF chat. Anyway. And his transport gets shot down as well. After it's sat in his base for a little while. It sat here for a long time. Air is paused because, well, why do you pause air if not because you don't have enough power to make it? Tagada does not seem to have these troubles. He's got a lot of build power on air here, like a lot, and he's not building power at the moment. So, oh wait, there's 1 NG back here building. Bomber's trying to clean up the mess at the back. It's one of the best uses for bombers. They're good at many things, and cleaning up annoying tanks in awkward positions is one of the things they're very good at as well. So both ACUs in the middle of the map, in the same expansions on their own sides, getting some stuff built up. There's a lot of mass again still everywhere on the map. Not much of the reclaim has been taken because, well, there's all these mexes to take, isn't there? So it's nicer to have the stable mass extractor eco when you can. So that's the priority. While also getting some reclaim for a boost. T2 air, 10% complete for turbo. Tagada has a lot of air production, but he's not going tech 2 air at the moment. I would expect him to go tech 2 air actually pretty soon. And overall the game is quite even. Turbo maybe, I mean, he would be in a nicer position if he'd used that transport properly and you know, take it, like dropped maybe an NG here and here, or even both here and got the Hydra and the Mexes. Like, this expansion is coming quite slowly. Tagada, you can see filling in the gaps with his transport. Now taking this corner that he cleaned up with the bomber, and yeah, he drops here. We'll take those Mexes. And he also drops here and here and starts getting the Mexes. I definitely would expect some PDs in these expansions especially. Maybe some walls even to just funnel things towards the PDs would be good. I mean, when you're on a totally open map, it sometimes it's like, well, why do I build walls? It's how much do I have to wall before it's useful? But it might actually be useful to just throw some walls in to give yourself less to worry about. I would com drop. Okay. And that's why you're not in this best of 7. What's up, bully? T2 air. For both of them, Turbo's there sooner, and he's going to have that P-gen a lot sooner as well. And then I would and he's going to have a Hydra car, but he's going to have very nice power economy. And I feel like air is going to become very, very, very relevant in the near future. I think both these players are going to start using their gunships. I don't know, but I don't know if we'll see Janice though. I don't really expect to see Janice, but I kind of expect to see Nothas roasted. That's what we're here for. Oh yeah, I got an on-caught exception in my client. Cool. So, Tagada, I'm kind of expecting ACU upgrades as well. Okay, Turbo gets Tech 2. That makes sense. I think he's going to go Tech 2 and then make gun as well. Tagada, does he have his P-gen? He does have the P-gen, and he is making those gunships. Bombers are around the place. He does get a PD up here, which is very important. It's already got 8 kills now. And otherwise, this expansion would be dead. Looks like it only barely went up. Not fully walled. No PD here, though. Oh, no, there is, in fact. Sorry. My bad, but no walls at all there. You can see the NGs died probably just as they built it. So, a bit of a clutch one. Gets a couple of kills, but there's a Zui after it. It looks like these expansions will fall for sure, and that may also lead to these mexes falling, gunships cleaning up some raids, and overall Turbo looks to be just winning. He is just ahead. Oh, even raiding in this expansion. Tagada trying to hide that from us by putting his Zintis over to the tanks, but we can see that he is losing his expansions. And where's the Zuis? Well, you know, here and here. And there's quite a lot of Zuis actually at this moment. He has, I mean, at the start, you're not going to make Zuis at the start because they're useless. Tanks are the way to go. Tech 2 land is almost complete, and he hasn't really been assisting it, so just allowing that to go by itself. Tech 2 and gun. PD going up. Gotta be careful where you place your PDs because there is terrain here, and maybe that's not the greatest place to place it. But we'll see if it has trouble. I mean, it should be able to hit most stuff in that direction. Tagada with no upgrade. So Turbo really could, if he had Tech 2 finished, I think we're going to see, I think we should see a Tech 2 factory at the front. Yes, very nice. He's going to immediately make flak out of this, guaranteed. And TML maybe? Oh, anti-air flak. So yeah, now that he's yeah, okay, we see where Turbo's head is at. He's killed the left hand side, which again, because there's so much mass everywhere, this is what, 12 mexes here on the left, plus some raids here which have now been, you know, mostly dealt with and mexes rebuilt. But little drop here, nice. But does look good for Turbo. T2 land, is that the HQ? Or I think it is the HQ. Again, with no assistance. Very interesting that they're going Tech 2 with no assistance. There's Tech 2 finished. And he makes an NG first out of there, which seems strange considering he already has Tech 2 air and PGen. Difficulty for Turbo is that he does not have air control. Tagada has really gotten quite a lot of value from the gunships but well, I say he's got a lot of value. He's killed a lot of tanks after they've, you know, raided him. Essentially, that's what he's been doing. What's up, Richard? How's it going? he's killed a lot of tanks with the gunships, but he hasn't killed a lot of, you know, he hasn't raided mass extractors and things like that. So, but the gunship number is increasing. It is growing. It's going to be very large soon. Tagada coming towards the inties, but just falls back towards the flax he has. The static flak is an absolute inti murderer. So if Turbo stays in this general area, there really shouldn't be a way that he loses control or loses his inti force. You can see him adding more air production. I think he's going to need a third P-gen. Most likely this factory is unfortunately idle. He's got some Tech 2 mexes, but not many. Don't really need many on this map because there's just so many mexes to fight for. It's not really worth upgrading instead of just making more units to win map control. There's always map control to fight for here, which is why Tech 2 mexes aren't quite so good. They're not bad either, but you're not going to see a huge amount of Tech 2 mexes go up on this map. And yeah, Tagada, oh, he's getting hit by Zooies, and they're kind of hiding under this little cliff. He's going to take so much damage just from that short amount of time where the Zooies were firing. And there's no assistance, no NGs next to him anymore to help that gun go. So as long as he needs to be not stalling. Turbo doesn't look like he's going to reach him in time though, but the expansion is under severe threat. A lot of gunships here, and he needs to move them because the flak are going to park themselves next to it. Gunships jet away, and his right side was in control of Tagada for a while. Now he does still have a large army here, but he's lost all of the mass extractors, the PDs, and also many factories, and it just looks better and better for Turbo. He's now taking control of the left hand side after killing it a while ago, adding more factories at the front. And I think he could probably think about, well, I guess you can just think about a lot of Tech 2 air. That might be a lot of air in general, might be the thing that Tagada should go for. You can see he's got so many flaks next to him. Tagada has the gun, but he has less HP and he does not have any other upgrades. Turbo has full HP, gun and Tech 2. The only thing Turbo doesn't have really is many units next to his ACU. He just has a lot of flaks. And maybe he is making, well, he just seems to not have many units anymore. I guess, I'm guessing the gunships have something to do with that. But it looks like there's going to be a big counter raid on Turbo, and he may lose many mexes here. And it's kind of hard to see who's winning. Well, it certainly looks like it's Turbo that's winning. But I think the air fight might be, well, Tagada absolutely has to win the air fight. If Turbo loses the air fight, I still think he can be in a good position. No, he's the gunships were there for the taking, but oh, and then he turns away. Tagada's gonna, what's going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. The air micro absolutely botched. Okay, Tagada actually had a chance there to, I mean, it would have been very unlikely that he wins the air fight anyway, probably. I mean, there's a chance there. Turbo absolutely just showed him the back of himself, and Tagada messed it up completely. Also, Turbo missed the chance to just kill the gunships for free, but now he will get that chance again. And I think with the air loss, Tagada is doomed here. There is really, there is no way he could win after losing air there. In my opinion, there are a lot of Janus over here. Again, they were not involved in the air fight. Those are powerful anti-air planes, so definitely could have been useful. But you can see Turbo now in control of the middle of the map. These PDs are probably shooting the ground. Yes, they are. Poorly placed, honestly. I mean, poorly placed, but it's just hard to place these on this map, essentially. They really have to be like right here, I guess. But in the middle of the island is probably the worst place to place them. And yeah, all Turbo has to do is not die. I think at this point that's what he's thinking. He's sending his air in, sniping more gunships. He's gonna fight air now. This time he's against Janice and Inti, so he actually could lose the air fight. Looks like he is losing it. Yeah, he might be crushed here. Yeah, there goes a lot of Intis, and more Intis just feed in behind that, and they'll be doomed as well. Tagada not happy with his performance. Can't play today. I mean, he literally won the previous game, but okay. Turbo goes up 2-0. Sorry, not 2-0, 2-1. 2-1. Right, I need to restart my client. Because it crashed. Yeah, middle of the ice would be better, but there's no mexes on the ice, so yeah. You can't see 8 flak die to 2 Janus. That's not how it works. You can't fight a good Sarah player. No, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. Eight Janus died to 2 flag. There you go. That's it exactly. Where is the next host? There it is. Looks like we're on Alpine Valley. What's up, Matthew? The score is 2-1 to Turbo. I missed the first game, but we saw the second and third. Just finished the third game. This is game number 4, 2-1 to Turbo. Turbo bans UEF on this map. Tagada also bans UEF. Okay. And now, what shall they play? I expect Seraphim, I guess. Maybe Cybran. I don't think either of them will pick Aeon. Well, Turbo actually could pick Aeon, I guess. He plays it a little bit. Right, I'm gonna take a slash. BRB. Hello. This is the final. Sure. Oh my god. So you're right. Seems like AN would be the best faction here. Why? No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Space Monkey. Yeah, don't watch fucking the stream in the middle of a best of 7. What the fuck? And I really don't think that losing that factory or not finishing the factory with 90% cost him the game at all, honestly. That's kind of silly. Kind of silly. And spam flares around to spread out single mechs and get OP ACU and T2 land. Well, yeah. You can do that. Tagada's Ant. Turbo is Seraphim. And then Azar, okay. So you go from Gun ACU and T2 land just straight to Azar, is that it? Yeah. Score. What is the score? It is 2-1 to Turbo 2. He won game 1 and game 3. This is game 4. Farms messages me a minute into this game and says, yeah, sure, let's cast together. I might be late. And he is, of course. Okay, so this map, I think I've overflowed mass on every time I played this map in the early game. Just clicked on too many rocks. I mean, there's like 14,000 mass, right? Which is like, wow, 14,000 mass. That's like not an insane amount. However, it's only about 40 clicks total on the map or something, or maybe 50. It's like, because it's all in these large rocks. So you can grab it very, very fast. So it's difficult to spend your mass. So you can see already Turbo. It looks like, well, no, he just has the 2 engineers assisting him. Second air on 4, 7, 9 pigeons. Second land for Tagada. He's made some flares. He's also making Aurora now, though. That's a flare that's probably stuck on the mass extractor, sadly. Don't think he's noticed it. Third air from him. He's got, what, 5, 7. He's got 9 pigeons as well, so he's going to be a little bit behind on power, I guess. But not much. Maybe 1.5, 2 pigeons behind. His units are stuck in his base. Okay. Boo-hoo, I guess. Cry is free, as the Brazilians in CSGO say. Cry is free. So, Turbo just going for inties and scouts. Probably both of them will do that. I mean, Turbo is for sure getting raided on the left-hand side. I love how he's in between both the flares for so long. Just he saw them the entire way. He's literally in between the two of them, which is amazing. Scouting coming over. Oh, nice raid actually with the Celine. He will get that NG. Oh, come on. Don't give an attack order. Do a bit of micro, dude. Fucking move. Terrain screwing with him. He gets the kill in the end. And actually, there's... Okay, the flares have split up. Look at this. Turbo saving this NG. Problem is, he can't really save this one on the right-hand side if the labs head there. And yeah, look, he's been spotted. So this lab should be able to get that kill. The lab here could potentially get the NG, but he doesn't have a scout. He doesn't have a scout playing around either. So I think the NG is going to survive. The tanks are like triangulating on his location. And yeah, this is a good kill by this flare. Not that many flares made by Tagada. He really didn't make that many. He made what, 2, 3? There's one up here, which is actually... He tried to do an attack move, and sometimes it just turns out to be a ground fire. You know, this happens for reasons that I don't understand. So there's still a Celine at the back. So we have it. Oh. That's a factory that's going to be denied. Revenge for game 2. Or game 3, sorry. And the lab. That looked like it got a direct hit on the lab, and the lab took no damage. Interesting. I guess it missed. But yeah, the lab won't live here when there's 5 tanks around it. But you can see 5 tanks chasing one lab and missing a lot of shots as well. But it does get taken out. Now an air fight, and Tagada looks like he's losing that one. Tham's getting into range. Oh, the Aurora are in trouble here. Need some side-to-side dodging at this point, because the tanks are already in range. No point running away at this point. And the mountain also not helping there, but still the Aurora win, which is actually slightly impressive. Turbo is definitely winning air, so I would expect Bombers maybe, but actually no, there's nothing being built in the base right now. And this factory's gone idle, this factory was idle. Now stuff is getting switched on, but surely he should be building more factories. I mean, he's got to have resources available. And he certainly will once he starts picking up like upwards of 1,000 mass from this position. In the near future, yeah, no PGens and no factories being built is a big red flag to me. I expect he's building something at the front. Yeah, he's got a factory going here. He is not on his way to finish this factory off. He definitely should finish that one. It's a good position to place a factory, and it is almost complete, but it is decaying as well. So I think he's forgotten about it. It's very easy to forget about buildings that are partially built because I mean you just don't see them when you're zoomed out. Like even when you're zoomed in this far, slightly zoomed in, you can't see it. But there are NGs in Turbo's base. Yeah, he is adding more though, but he was using them to assist his air factory. But yeah, if we look at, I mean, look, Tagada's base is just way more developed. I'm really surprised with what Turbo's doing here. Now he's going to be trying to catch up, and you can see he's made a mech. He's making another one. You can afford mechs on this map, that's for sure. But you can see he just got like 5 rocks here, and now he's like, oh shit, I have so many resources. But overall, Tagada just in a superior position at this point by the looks of it. I mean, he is getting raided a bit, but his base is just way more developed. And he has a lot more units. Tech 2 land is kind of necessary, I would say. Or maybe simply switch into a lot of air production. Even Tech 1 air. But this raid was actually amazing. These couple of tanks, you can see a lot of mechs is missing on that side. And he gets him to bomb his own PGens. That's not bad. He might, if he hangs around, he can actually kill that. If he parks himself in between the PGens, he'll definitely kill them. With the help of the Tagada's bomber. Score, yeah, 14k to 10k. I wasn't even looking at that, but I mean that's what happens when you just don't build anything in your base. I mean this is the first factory he's had added in the main base for a long time. Now he's adding an air factory, and that's really where Turbo's gone. I mean this map does kind of surprise you with how much mass you get, to be honest. So I'm honestly not that surprised. I know Tagada has played this at least a few times on ladder, I think. Well, no, it's at least once on ladder. Someone played against Tex anyway recently, so he knows that there's a lot of factories needed here. Also no eco from Tagada until now, but now that he is making eco, he's gonna make it fast. Tech 2 land, Tech 2 PGen as well. And this game looks very comfortable for Tagada. He's also now dropping both the sides at the same time. He's even got another factory. He's accidentally spamming transports on repeat. Kind of helped him for the first 2, but the next ones are not going to be that useful. I guess he is going to make use of them, drop these 2 mexes, which is nice. Turbo is also looks like he's also going to be behind in terms of ACU upgrades. And I mean really he's going to be behind in all areas by the looks of it. If Tagada just adds a bit more air production, I think he can win the air. That's really the only avenue where Turbo might have a lead. Okay, drop some tanks here, but no engineers, so no reclaim for him right now. He'll have to redrop. If he had even brought 1 NG, it would be great, because he could grab all these rocks and the mechs pretty quickly. Yeah, you can't interact with the civilians are indestructible and unreclaimable. Tagada is trying to do like Roanoke strats where you drop the mexes and capture them. Didn't work here because he's pushed it too far forward, honestly, because he had so much ground made up. This didn't work. Otherwise, it probably would have. Tanks walked there. I was kind of afraid that they had done that, but I didn't really want to believe that they could just do that. But I guess So now that you've said it, I guess you must have seen it happen, so that's not great. Okay, range gun completed, speed gun on the way, and elsewhere in the dry riverbed is Turbo, making the gun as well, but now paused to finish this P-gen. Paused actually everything. He's not producing anything now except some empties. Oops. Probably should have paused that as well, but okay. There we go. P-gen complete. Gun resumed. But Tagada already has double gun and he's using it to win air control. Wait, it's intentional that you can walk there? There's no way it's intentional that you can walk there. Bit of a drop here. But again, nothing to kill exactly there. Looks like he will lose the transport. Oh no. Never mind, no, he's going for the bomber here. It's not intentional, okay, yeah. Good. Okay, here we go. We can see what the plan is here. Everything in the base is paused except for the air production, and Nothas are being produced. There's a scout coming in, which might see some things. Tagada walking forward with not many units around. Turbo still hasn't finished the gun. Oh my god, if he had the gun there, he would have been in range of Tagada. Actually, he still is in range of Tagada. Overcharge coming in. Notha hits Tagada. Another Notha coming in. Mobile shield coming in. He doesn't dodge that Notha either. And two Nothas hit him. Shield comes in at the right time to give him extra HP, but he's so low. Turbo dropping low as well. Tagada, if he gets hit one more time, he'll draw. This is a draw now. It's a draw. We get a replay on this map. Oh, Tagada. Tagada, what are you doing? The Nothas, though. He hit him maybe 4... How many times did he hit him? 4 or 5 times with Nothas? Turbo gets the draw. And the map, I think, is replayed. That's the normal rules anyway. No, the shield doesn't block damage from ACU explosion. Let me get Farm's attention here. So I don't think he's reading his FAF messages. Okay, we're gonna cast with Farms now.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Nice
Hello.
draw, I just saw.
Yeah, you like that one?
Uh,
Fucking Nothas.
I didn't. I mean, I plus standard at the end, so I didn't really see what's it.
Well, yeah, it was just Nothas, and Tagada didn't even dodge one Notha, I think.
I see.
He got
Yeah,
hit
it's
like
'cause
5 times.
I have to say, like I paid attention to like 10% of that game, so I didn't really know what was happening. I
Yeah,
just I checked the score and saw Tagada was winning. That was my conclusion.
yeah, yeah. No, Tagada was crushing it easily. I mean, Turbo. There was just one point in the game where Tagada was spamming loads of factories and pigeons, and Turbo had nothing building in his base at all. Like the zero things being constructed for a couple of minutes, and his base was half the size of Tagada's.
I see. I mean, it is quite a mass
It
scarce map, I think. But
Well, no, it's surprising how much mass you get actually.
yeah,
You get a
I mean, I
lot of
guess the
mass.
big rocks. Oh no, there's actually it's only 15k reclaimed. So
Yeah, but because it's big rocks, you get it super fast.
that's true, I guess.
Like 15k in big rocks is way faster than 15k in small rocks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I've overflowed on this map like in nearly game like every time. Just
Really?
too many rocks, yeah.
I mean, I guess it because there's quite some distance between the rocks, and if you reclaim like 2 rocks at the same time, all of a sudden you get an insane mass boost.
Yeah.
And then a bit later on, you start almost stalling mass, and then you get a big boost again. It just fluctuates a lot, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there 3 groups or?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
At least I haven't I haven't reclaimed them like that anyway. They look like single trees to me.
Hey, Tagada? He's stalling massively, I think, or mass stalling.
What the how?
He's building super slow.
Oh, it must be mass. It must be mass.
Yeah, it must be. But he made 2 pigeons and then not 4 maxes, but 3 maxes.
Yeah,
Two?
he
I
only
don't
made
know.
he made 2 with the ACU, and I think he assisted stuff because all the NGs left his base at the same time. So I think
Yeah, I mean there might be some possible things with the big rocks next to you, so you can skip your early maxes a bit. But if you don't time it well, then such things will happen.
yeah, for sure. Did you see him pause the game because a lab was stuck in his base?
Last game or this?
Yeah, it was in the last game. He just paused the game for like 15 seconds. Like, there's been a lab stuck in my base. It's like,
I mean,
cool
I was
story,
watching
bro.
the replay, so I don't. I didn't
Right,
see the
right.
pause, but it just instantly skips it.
Yeah. I think he should make more flares than last time. Honestly, he made like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, because the maxes is so spread out.
Yeah.
It's actually like the last map, the 20-kilometer winter map. Nobody built any labs there, and it triggered me.
Yeah.
That is like one of the more perfect maps for labs. Like massive 20-kilometer land map. Just make like 10 early labs, and then just be an annoying cancer rhythm.
Yeah. And it's not actually full 20 by 20, which I didn't notice when I was playing it, but
Oh, it isn't?
no, it's actually like, it looks like 17x or something. It's one of those like slightly smaller ones.
Yeah.
So you get him across the map pretty fast. Alright, he is making more labs now. I think he's listening to the stream like in between games.
Disqualify him.
I mean, he did that and he said, I listened to the stream and just got more depressed because he just watched his opening on the ice map.
It's bad, man.
That's so stupid to do. I don't know why you would ever watch the stream in the middle of a series. I don't get it.
Just really like. I mean, it is common to do it when it's like a non-serious game or something where you just like.
Yeah.
Like fucking you're streaming or something.
Yeah.
Like even a settings. I mean, it's a team game, but I would always be listening, even though I'm in enemy team. It's like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what most people do. And then
Yeah.
when you hear something you're not supposed to hear, you kinda act like you didn't hear it, and then you try to prevent not ruining the game like that. But usually, that's very rare actually that happens.
Look at this flare Pam battle here on the left. They just ran into
Yeah.
each other. The oh my god, the flare lived. Oh, you get the
Oh, the
NG.
vocal engineer.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
a very nice pick off. And the vocal engineer on the right side. Probably the second one as well. Yeah, Turbo didn't make any sense at all. Like 2 he made. He killed one one engineer on the right side, top right side of Tagada space.
Yeah.
Which was the nice pick, but compared to what Tagada is doing, it's a bit less.
Yeah, that's one of the things actually I don't like about this map is the terrain on the sides is so fucked, and you have to fight there because there's loads of rocks there and some mexes.
Yeah, it's the same reason why some of my maps are a bit questionable terrain-wise. It's just you import the terrain from some real life, well, either some real life, how do you call it, mountain or whatever, or you like create it with Road Machine, so it looks natural. But if it looks natural, it means that the subcom engine doesn't give a fuck about your units walking up mountains.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but Turbo's units last game walked from his base to the bottom left to that to make the expansion. Behind the mountains, they walked through the mountains. They killed it.
Yeah, Thomas pointed that out to me in chat. I was like, really? They just walked there? It's
yeah,
like,
they
yeah.
just walked there.
Yeah, that's a bit sad.
There were 2 labs right in the middle of like 10 tanks of Turbo, and they managed to pick up an engineer.
Oh no. Tech 2 land already. That's nice.
Yeah, that's quite nice actually. I was saying last game, I don't think I like Aeon that much on this map.
I think
because
it's
of the terrain.
Yeah, I think it's you'd pick it for the flares really. If you can do good damage on the sides with the flares, then it's kind of worth it. Other than that, I mean, the Tech 2 land is not super impressive, obviously. I mean, blazes are nice, but I'm kind of surprised he's going for chickens. Actually, I would have thought.
But it really feels like a pillar map.
Yeah. Well, I think they both banned UEF.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would probably have made some Yenzines. Like, yeah, they one-shot Aurora, and they're way faster. Yeah, they do 200 damage. They're way faster than chickens, so like, and you could easily raid on this. I mean, look at the map. The mexes are so spread. I think a few Yenzines, if you're going T2 land at 6 minutes, like, it's kind of worth it. I really think he should make that pigeon as well. He's had that NG paused for a long time. It would be nice to have it started because you're gonna need a lot of power.
Yeah, I forgot to turn Supreme Scoreboard off, so I can't look into his POV to see his E.
Oh yes.
Oh, there's a massive fight on the left. I will just get all the reclaim.
Yeah, that's not good for Turbo at all.
Look at that engineer hiding on the mountain.
Oh, where?
Waiting for his.
Oh yeah.
On the left next to Tagada you.
Nice.
Just dodging the raid like that.
Nice. But yeah, that was a terrible fight there. A lot of reclaim left on the side. And Tagada's ACU is just there, so there's no chance of ever getting that for Turbo. Still hasn't started that pigeon. I guarantee he's forgotten about that.
These chickens are all spread out as well, so they still need to be scared of the Aurora.
Yeah. And the terrain on the sides is bad for the Aurora, but it's also bad for chickens. So
true, I guess.
Anything at range is going to suffer. Turbo making the gun, so he's definitely not going to make the pigeon anytime soon then. Tagada not making, he's just making a factory. Gonna grab, he's actually manually reclaimed a load of wrecks on the left hand side.
that's true. I'm not sure how the civilians will screw up the attack move from the factory.
Oh,
But
they
if
might
there's
do.
an enemy wall,
Yeah.
then engineers get bugged. Well, we will see it with this engineer.
Yeah.
Let's just come out the factory.
It's not affected.
Maybe because it's neutral, it's irrelevant?
Yeah, I think so. I think it has to be an enemy structure, I guess.
Okay, that's good. Otherwise, it would be...
Yeah, that would be
Swings
nasty.
would be absolutely brutal.
So Tagada's already gotten the right reclaim, the top right corner. Turbo's on the way to the left. His transport is scouted, I think, but I don't think his intis are close enough to actually kill it.
Imagine making a transport to drop there instead of walking your engineers over.
I know.
Are they stupid?
Gun finished for Turbo. Maybe he'll finally build that pigeon now.
Nope.
Tagada is so far ahead on score.
It's true, actually. I mean, he does seem to have way more units, although Turbo obviously has Tech 2 units. But still.
I don't think he could afford that gun. Like, I'm guessing he suffered a lot to make that.
Ah! The chicken on the right is trying to kill the PD, but it's shooting the Tech 3 engineer that's taking damage,
Oh
but
my
it's a
god, no. Oh, that's disgusting. That's actually...
You might go for Turbo. Tagada says you though, Turbo, that is.
Oh yeah, he's heading left. Does he have intel?
6 Ilshis as well. 7 Ilshis, 8 Ilshis.
Yeah.
That are trailing behind.
Now Tagada...
Kill him if he catches him.
Tagada has an energy storage and he has Tech 2 Pigeon, so he will have some overcharges, but he's upgrading right now. He'll have to cancel perhaps. There's not many Zuis to target him down though.
But Turbo says you comes from the top side,
Oh, he
kinda, which
does.
is perfect.
Yeah.
It means that Tagada can't retreat. I think Tagada is dead here.
Oh, he might be. And he's gonna have the range gun. He's not gonna have speed. It's gonna be a useless upgrade here. Oh, cancel it, dude. Run. He's still not moving.
Oh! Did you see that OC? It was barely not enough, but it did like 7k damage.
Ooh.
So it's up to 3 Ilshis. But I think it might still be... That OC might save the day. Yeah, Turbo is retreating.
He's retreating with the
He will get
chickens.
the replay, but yeah. I mean, I think that's the right move. He should be staying with his ASU. But Tagada stopped retreating as well.
Turbo's in range. Oh, he's getting blocked. Will the civilians block any shots? No.
Yeah, I mean, they will block the ASU pathfinding, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, Tagada's running to a place where he can't... I mean, it's not an escape route. He's got to go north. And there's kind of a mountain in his way. This could be another draw.
You don't know. Tagada might just block so many shots while hiding in the mountains.
Oh no. Yeah, Turbo getting caught on all the civilians. And, and also Tagada's factory. Yeah, Tagada trying to climb the mountain as far as he can, just spamming move orders. He's over the cliff.
I also got his second vet.
Oh my god. This is so dumb. Turbo's gonna catch him though, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He's in range. But when will he be able to hit him? No, he turned! He turned! Because of...
pathfinding there.
Yeah, yeah.
He couldn't go directly there.
Yeah.
Tagada might be out of range. This is why...
Tagada's making Tech 2 air at the moment. He's upgrading it to try and make some... He should have made bombers. Should have just made Tech 1 bombers.
Look at the obsidians though.
Oh.
They might do quite some damage. He OC'd SU instead of the obsidians.
I mean, if he OCs the obsidians, he has to turn around. And he doesn't have enough overcharge.
But he has to kill the obsidians, otherwise he dies instead of Tagada.
Well, true. Oh no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He has to keep following Tagada.
It's the ring around to Rosie.
Jesus. Turbo's dying to these obsidians, and he's shooting the wrong one. Oh, imagine an overcharge.
Jesus Christ. Lost like 4k HP to those obsidians. And now Tagada, he just leaves!
Well, he's dead. He's dead. Look at all those obsidians. Oh, that was so ugly to watch.
Beauty. No, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Jesus.
Anything I could have hoped for.
Look at the T2's factories in Tagada's base.
Look at the obsidians that he has,
I
Dan.
I know.
It's an insane amount. Yeah, I was about to say, if you make maps like this with the natural looking terrain, in the end you have to manually add like cliffs and shit yourself to prevent like units walking through your mountains like that.
Yeah.
Let's say some certain Festia map and some other examples.
Yeah.
Have learned me that the hard way.
So that's 2-2 now.
I think so too, yeah.
I think they're just they win one each, you know, back and forth so far. Close
I don't
series.
actually know what the pool is. Let's see. There's 12 maps in the pool, but they play 7 games. So you both veto 2?
Yeah, you both veto 2 and then... Oh wait, what was it? Yeah, I think you banned 2 and then... You get to...
You're supposed to know these.
Well then, yeah, well, yeah, I know, I played the tournament. And then you do picks, so one guy will basically get to decide between the last 2 maps. So like there'd be 2 bans each, and then there'd be one map that just doesn't get picked as well.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay. They better not have vetoed Force Nothing or Crazy Rush.
Force Nothing is horrible, dude. It's fucking... The lag.
I can see why you would hate it. I would fucking love it though.
The lag, though. You won't love the lag.
Don't worry, I'm an experienced Saturns player.
Tagada is saying that they only won each other's picks. They didn't win their own picks.
Yes.
So what he's in Satins. Trees, I guess. Something trees.
What maps did they veto though?
I've no idea. Not a clue.
Let me ask. I'm curious. I hope they vetoed the the shitty looking 5 and 7.5 kilometer maps. Come back.
Yeah, let me go to the thread. Who are you supposed to play? Esperanto?
Yeah, Pepsi.
Just
But
another...
you play Judy instead.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't see the
heard-
games, but I heard the score.
I heard the score.
Yeah.
I didn't see any games.
Oh.
It's honestly surprising to me that Pepsi. I guess Pepsi hasn't played a lot in the recent months.
Yeah, it's
and
not...
Judy
It's...
has.
I mean, it is a little surprising, but not that surprising to me.
It depends on the maps, though. I know that Judy.
The map pool was skewed.
I mean, I know that Judy has a hard time with slow because of Slow's playstyle, and Pepsi's is kind of similar. Like not, he's not slow, but some things are similar that Pepsi does.
A little bit, yeah.
Let's say he looks more like slow than most others do.
Yeah.
But let's say Pepsi is more well-rounded nowadays.
Yeah,
But yeah,
for
that's
sure.
why I thought maybe Judy might have some issues with Pepsi, but I guess the 4-0.
I think it's really the map pool is... Well, one, I mean, Pepsi's not playing much 1v1 or any that I've seen. And also the map pool, I think, definitely suits certain kinds of players. Like, it suited Arch over Swackle, I think. It suited me over Tex and Yudi over Pepsi. Because there's just a lot of mass on most of these maps. Like,
let's see, they vetoed Festia, Thermal Springs, Force Nothing, and Motherfuckers, and Bleak as well.
okay. And then there's one other map that got left out. Yeah, the score is 4-0 to UD. Yeah. Right, where's their next host? They take their time between these games.
Waiting for it too. Yeah, poor Festia vetoed his Batman.
Yeah.
I wanted to see another Gun ACU versus Gun ACU in mid.
Hey, that was T2 ACU versus Gun ACU actually.
Oh.
I only made the gun after.
Yeah. A major difference.
Well, you know. If he goes gun, what do you want me to do? Retreat?
Yes.
No.
You make 5 lines of walls, and then a single text UPD behind, and then you make text grenade.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
That's what you do.
Makes sense.
I still love how I was like, let's make mid the most easily defensible position by just making it like thermo, where you just have a single fucking choke that you can easily PD against, and then everybody is like, I'm gonna push that.
Yeah, well, there's nowhere else to push. I mean, you have like you have like
wrong I was.
you can run in single file in the other parts of the fucking map. So what do you want?
Well, you know, there's a navy aspect.
Wow, two separate pawns. You can kill like nothing. There's a few mexes in the water, sure. Some on the shore.
Okay, let's fucking 1v1, and I will only make navy, you will only make units in mid.
Nah. I'm good. But clearly Tech 2 AC is superior to gun. It's the future.
As one the side slot has depicted in the ancient past.
Yes. They both banned Aeon. Wow. Is this actually not 10 by 10 either? This is 7.5.
7.5 by 7.5.
Ooh. Well. Unsurprising that they banned Aeon. There's tons of mass in this as well, fuck.
My biggest surprise is that they didn't veto this map. It looks awful.
Yeah.
It doesn't look fun to play at all. At least to me, personally.
Yeah. I mean, any small map with just a fucking pond in the middle. It's a big no-no. Yeah. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, exactly. And the maxes that spread out, it's just like, it's literally, yeah, you just spam tech 1 until you win or lose. Fun. It's bad, man. I guess maybe you can build Navy mid for it. I'm sure your team will allow it to happen. And you won't walk his ACU there and reclaim the factory. That's what can happen.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you walk directly across the map into their base? I think that's really what you gotta do.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't mess around on the sides. And they're both Sarah. What a surprise. Swackle says you literally can't build Navy in mid.
Is it not deep enough?
I guess so. He said it's impossible.
I forgot to disable.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Wait, there's random civilians.
I wonder, are they capturable or... Nope.
Again, I hate it so much. Why do you add them?
I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Like, I don't really...
It's annoying.
Yeah, it's like, what is the point? I actually don't see the point. Like, aesthetically, they don't add really anything either, I don't think.
Last map, I can kind of understand it, because that one was really, you know... You can see that the Alpine Valley, you can see that the big purpose was to make it very nice looking, with all the farms and the mountains looking nice, and then the civilians. There was lots of effort put into them. But this one, it's just like a few random civilians plonked down at random locations. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it is kind of just random placement of stuff, and like...
Yeah.
And then, Lol, you can't reclaim them. Get fucked. Okay, great.
I don't like it at all.
Tagada says he has a big brain BO. Well, that's a bad sign. It's a sign of something that probably won't work. Oh, he's got
It's
he's
a
got an
sign
attack
of,
move.
In 1 minute we will have Tagada asking for a re.
He's gonna attack move. So he's getting those 2 rocks and then build a Hydra. I hope he's close enough. I think he is.
I hope so too. Oh, that second one is. He lost it. Yeah, he
Ah,
doesn't
he
do close
fucked
enough.
it.
Too greedy.
Yeah. Quick, ask for a re, like that Badlands game. Oh god, I can't believe he actually did that. Anyway.
I can't believe Dex allowed it.
Yeah, that's worse.
That
Is
that's
worse.
even worse. Okay. No FTX. Like last game when the Ilshi was shooting the engineer, it was because the Ilshi was targeting a unit behind the engineer. Otherwise they won't aggro on the civilians.
Yeah, I was trying to kill a PD and there's just an NG in the way with infinite regen. Tagada ran out of mass. His big brain build has failed clearly because he's walking with ACU. And he built half a mech as well for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, what's that about?
Just noticed.
See, I told you when he said big brain BO, I'm like, oh god, this is not gonna go well.
It's like if you have if you play a map on the first time and you just improvise but are not super greedy, it often kind of works out. And then the first time on the map you have the thought, oh yes, I played this the last time, I know this and this, now I'm gonna try this big brain thing. And then it horribly fails.
Yes, every time.
That happens so often.
The first, half the time the first build is better, way better than the second build.
Yeah.
Second build is just a train wreck.
Like you just try to improve on the first build, and then
it's just worse.
You're just like kind of edging it, where like let's just cut some corners. Maybe this is a bit more efficient, and then because it is barely not as efficient, then you stall for a bit, and then everything else is delayed, and then everything else sucks as well, and it just skills into the wrong way.
Turbo walked past some rocks there. That was kind of bad.
Yeah, but he did snipe 2 engineers with raids. On the
I missed that.
Right side.
Oh yeah.
And the top side is way more important because there were 5 rocks there that Tagada didn't get because of that. Turbo is walking through mid. Tagada is not. And I think that's bad from Tagada.
Yeah, going to the side. Like what? Oh, he's gonna get 1 max. Great.
Oh look, go into like camera mode and look at Turbo's ACU, and you can see why no navy can be built in mid.
Oh shit! It's fucking ankle deep.
Yeah. Then again, that really confuses me. Why would you add that water in the middle? Because it just makes Aeon and Sarah like completely imbalanced.
Yeah, I mean, as if they weren't already. I think he got 4 kills there with the bomber. He got 1 at the front at the rock, 2 in the main base, and then a 3rd at the Hydra, denying a factory that's 99% finished. So that bomber is amazing.
I was looking at the ACU, I didn't know a bomber existed.
And Tagada had inties as well. He had 1 intie before the bomber was like across the map. 2 by the time it was there, and he still lost 4 NGs, so this is that's quite bad for Tagada.
I mean, now the ACU arrives in Tagada's base.
Yeah.
And he can just walk it straight in. He has no intel. Oh, Turbo is scared, which is terrible.
Yeah, there's no reason to be scared. It's 5 minutes in, there can't be more than 15-20 tanks on the map, and they're not going to all be in the base.
This ACU movement is very similar to the winter map that I saw, where Turbo got Tech 2 and gun versus Tagada's ACU with no upgrades, and he was just so scared. He was constantly retreating when there was nothing there, just afraid of a snipe, and often it leads to like he misses opportunity. There's a PD now.
Yeah, I think in that game it was a bit understandable because he didn't have air control and he didn't have Tech 2 land at that stage, so he had no flak for him.
I mean, the moment I was talking about, he had 8 flags next to him.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, but he did have Tech 2 and gun for
Tech 2
ages
ACU.
before that.
Yeah, true.
And he might have been able to deny a PD. I think he would have been if he just went straight in.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with gunships. You walk in straight away, and when there's anti-air, you leave. You don't hang around and let them build the defenses before you go in. Like, that's... He wasted a chance there. He
Yeah.
can go around to the right side of the base now, though. He's after
mean-
he's after the PD with the Zui. He might be able to take it out, but there's tanks on the way.
Yeah, his main use purpose is just to farm some units. Like, just annoy Tagada as much as possible, like catch his reinforcements.
Yeah.
And Tagada will go to Turbo as
Oh.
well, but Turbo has a lot more factories and units.
Yeah,
so
the
Tagada
PD
actually needs to be careful.
PD is up as well for Turbo at the perfect time, and Tagada might have to go back to the water here. And he's got to dodge these Zui shots as well.
Yeah, it's very scrappy.
Yeah.
Tagada actually has more control of the size at the moment,
Yeah,
which means more mexes.
yeah. Turbo's gonna lose another mech on the right to Celine. He's lost the 3 nearest his base on the right, or the 4 even. So it's quite even overall, I think.
Yeah.
Although Tagada seems to have more of his units basically outside his base. Like, Turbo is really keeping a lot of stuff in his base here to try and maybe keep Tagada away from the base, but
Yeah, but you also see, like, Tagada arrived way later, but he already has like 5 more unit skills than Turbo has. Turbo is just
Yeah.
too afraid. Look at, he's so indecisive. In
yeah,
CSU,
he's scared.
That's a massive blunder in this situation. You can't be scared with your SU on small maps.
No.
It's not allowed. Also, yeah, basically, Tagada, he can't hide in the water. He has to perma dodge there.
Oh yeah, he does, because it's so shallow. He doesn't even go underwater, so there's no hiding. Oh god, he's losing so much HP. Does he know that it's ankle deep? Because he may not.
He may not.
Oh my god.
Hello,
Oh,
Tagada?
please. Oh, he's gonna die, dude. Yeah, look, he doesn't.
Turbo's gonna
He
walk
do-
to Tagada and they will just. He can't even dodge
it's
from
just
Turbo's
it's
SU.
just GG then. There's no way he can
Didn't
escape.
realize that's ankle deep.
Oh my god.
And the Turbo went to BM as well.
That's
And he will dodge the shot and then Turbo says you will just arrive and shoot at him and he dies. Man,
oh my
you
god.
could have beaten this map, it's your own fault.
Yeah. Okay, well, holy shit, that's disgusting. Look at the
That's
position
it,
as well.
baby.
3-2.
Man.
Tagada, look at Tagada's base. Look at all the units he has across the map. Like,
Yeah.
that's a sad one. Oh, that's disgusting. Fuck's sake. He literally had no idea that the water was that shallow. He just thought he was going underwater and he'd be grand.
Well, I think it was a pretty good game.
Opinion
Man.
discarded.
Jesus Christ. That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they expected from such a map.
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume you got it vetoed in your match, or? What did you
Yeah, we
veto,
didn't play it. I don't know if it was vetoed or if it was just like not picked, but it wasn't played anyway.
Okay. Did you play Bleak?
No, that I vetoed that because I hadn't even opened the map, so I was like, oh, whoops. I guess I'll veto it
I've
then.
only seen the preview of how it looks, and it looks very strange.
Right. Yeah, I don't really know what the layout is.
It has the look of a survival map.
It does actually. Yeah, that's true.
And think just that thought alone makes me not want to play it.
Yeah. I don't think he had a free win if he walked in before the PD was denied. It wasn't that serious, but it's just the chat. Now Tagada's in my chat. He's a bit salty. I would be salty too. But I would also host the next game. No, I would get my opponent to host, never mind.
Never host yourself.
No, exactly.
Golden rule of
that is my golden rule.
Okay?
I don't think he's quite okay. So Turbo 3-2 up, and
he was promised a pool party, but instead all he got was some muddy
pond.
A little pond, yes.
Little puddle. Okay, it's map gen. Oh, this looks like a map gen map. If you know what I mean.
That count gives me not much hope.
Well, you know what it's like when there's water involved.
They banned Force Nothing UD. They didn't ban Crazy Rush. They better. Tagada better wins this game and then Crazy Rush is the finals.
Yeah.
I'm severely disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is that? That's horrible. Yeah, let's allow them a recap. Even though we have no right to say anything.
No,
anyway.
We're just the casters. Well, they both say okay. Oh, that's very generous of you, Farms.
This map is unacceptable.
Okay.
It looks like the kind of map that some mapper would have made 5 years ago. You know, like the voodoo maps.
Voodoo maps,
except
yeah.
it looks a bit more natural.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking voodoo maps. R.I.P. that guy. Permaband.
I mean, the maps are still around and they still get played, I think.
Really? I thought they're all hidden.
I mean, a lot of them were hidden by me, Kappa, but I mean, I only hit like the ones that had like double versions and stuff like that. It's like, oh, there's this one map. I made like an addition that changes like 0.01% of the map. Now it's a new map.
Yeah.
Like all those things I hit, but aside from that,
okay,
most of them are still alive.
This could be more human, as they say.
I mean,
it might not be.
I can see it be a lot worse than the last map.
Oh boy. Got all them bases. I'm not sure I prefer this very much.
I mean, it is better, no doubt. It's
well, sure.
It's a bit retarded looking, but
yeah.
I take it. At least, like, it's
only
a
get
30
one
kilometer.
Oh yeah, so it's fine then. It can be shit if it's 20x, then you know.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, for you. I mean, you want to force nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here we go. What are they banning? I don't think it matters what faction you.
I wonder if it's efficient at first nothing to at some point just make boy spam to get some permanent income.
Well, I think you have to make mass webs, which is what which I did not do. Then I was like, oh yeah, mass income. That would be good.
How big is it actually? 10 or 20 kilometers?
I think it's. Fuck, I don't know. Actually, 10. I think.
It Really? Because from what I heard, there's like 500k reclaim on it, so.
Yeah, something like that.
So then it feels like more like a 20-kilometer one.
Yeah, it feels big.
But yeah, because it feels like eventually once enough units are there, you can like deny your opponent a reclaim with some shit, and then.
Yeah, but if you can't, and then you just run out of trees, and then, you know.
I guess so. I guess it's
Then
kinda.
you eventually
it's
hit
something you
0
kinda
income.
need to get used to how to play. Yeah.
Yeah. Turbo is
Major planning
UEF.
is, yeah, I would pick UEF here too. You have nice cruisers. You have just nice lands as well.
I feel like cruisers can probably only hit like one base.
It doesn't matter. You get map control. It's a nice lots of area. Like cruisers aren't a game-winning move, but it's like I keep forgetting the name. You know, the bloodier 20-kilometer map.
Cepheus.
It's what?
Cepheus? Is that it?
No. I mean
That's a
one
different
with the
one.
big island in middle. The one that's played a lot that I always forget the name of because I have Alzheimer's.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's ruined. Yeah, Selkie, that's it. Like I don't know why.
Selkie? What?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How do I forget the name right? It's like Selkie. Like the mid control, it's you don't get that much mass from it. I mean, you do get a bit, but even if you didn't, just getting the vision and the map control is worth the mid islands. Makes so much of a difference. And the same can be said about getting navy control on this. You just get so much vision on the entire map that your opponent doesn't have, so any aggression is so much more easily spotted.
Well, I mean, on Selkie, winning mid is like game winning, though. Really.
Yeah, I know. Like it's not as brutal, but it's definitely matters. Like if you have cruisers in this map in mid, well, they can obviously cover the base like northeast of Tagada's position. Those 4 maxes.
Can they?
And
Well, I guess
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
If they're
Yeah,
right in the
definitely.
shore. Yeah, yeah.
Although I guess Cybern is also a decent option because you can have some annoying Salems. I'd say Navy control here is like it's not game winning, but it is very comfortable to have. That's for sure.
Yeah. Not that much reclaim here, actually. But a lot of mexes. There's a few civs as well, so it's a little bit more. So do you make a transport?
Can't wait for Turbo to go to rush a drone.
I would, a couple of labs maybe. I would make some labs.
Yeah.
Like as Turbo, especially because you get they're faster, cheaper. It's just nicer to have them instead of hunters on a map like this, where you're looking for NGs that are just not going to be defended at all. Where is Tagada's ACU going? Oh, he's walking already. That seems a bit quick.
He's walking to the mids for mixes.
He still has his NGs like assisting him. Oh, there we go. He's fixed it.
That's yeah. I mean, an early walk like this, it's not necessarily the worst because you have so little mass in your base that you can't really use the build power of the ASU.
Yeah, but
look
what he's doing. He's made only NGs and he's making them from 2 factories. And you were just saying.
Oh, true. He has 2 factories. What?
Yeah, and you're there saying, yeah, you can't really use the build power of the ASU. He's literally spamming NGs out of 2 fucking factories, and he's like,
I mean,
this is.
I was right with the fact that he can't use the build power.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not sure if I'm right in the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, not making a single lap. Either of them is
look at Turbo.
bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Bomber.
With assistance.
22 bombers. He does it quite often. I've seen him do it in other games as well.
Yeah, he made 2 bombers in a different map and got some nice damage.
The Mangrove Delta one, I think. He did the same thing.
Right. Oh yeah, I didn't see that one actually. I think he did it on the ice map as well. But
That's possible, yeah.
so Tagada will have really fast expansion, but the bombers are coming.
Will he have that fast expansion though? Cause the turbo seems to be equally fast through his expansions.
Well, I mean the front left one, and these two mexes to the left of the ASU he has.
Well, true, those you will get quicker. But the transport from turbo is done, and nothing will happen to it because turbo is aggressive, so Tagada has to focus on defending.
Yeah, but Turbo's just wasted his inties there. He might get one in
Now he
return.
gets a nice turn though.
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna micro? He's microing.
Oh, that's nice micro.
Oh, I think he shot
Oh,
a scout
yeah.
there.
He fucked up there.
Is that a draw?
I think he's still micro. Yeah, he's still
Oh
microing.
my god,
But
that's...
he didn't lock it. Oh, he killed the last Indy and then... Oh, never mind. The new Indy pops out and saves the day. That was some nice micro though.
Turbo leaves first with the transport. The bomber has a target, and it's the NG with all these reclaim orders.
That's sad, but it's not that many. At least no
Wow.
auto touch.
That's a few hundred mass that will be missing for Tagada.
But he already has the transport and he instantly redrops an HJ. So the bomber kinda arrives too late to have a serious impact.
Yeah, there should be a bomber on the right though. Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Now, does he have a target or is that attack move? I wonder. Oh, he has a target, I think. Also, it's kind of lagging for some reason. I don't.
No order. When no order is shown, then it's most likely is an attack.
Yeah, yeah. So they're both going left. Turbo. Yeah, they're both going to try and drop the same expansion, but Turbo's going to be there later. But he has still 4 NGs on board, so.
Darius SG is quite close by. The bomber from Turbo on the right just ignores the engineer.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe it was attack move then, or it just auto dodged.
No, it didn't drop at all.
Well, that can happen too.
There's actually a mantis
Oh.
that drop from Tagada, so.
No, look, I think it's locked on this NG way on the left. What the fuck? That's so weird. Look at the two, like those two NGs. If he was watching, like he could have got 2 really nice NG kills on the right hand side.
Yeah.
What are these transports doing?
Way more important as well.
Oh, Tagada.
Yeah,
Will he see it?
Look at Tagada's expansion compared to Turbo's expansion. That's quite a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be good for Tagada.
I honestly... Oh, I know what happens. It's because that first drop that Turbo made, he never dropped his own expansion. He's just trying to go for some cheese. But it's found actually. It's cheesy transport that's going to the left side is locked.
Yeah.
So his big brain plans have been for naught. I think he wanted to proc the Tech 2 factory and make some TMLs or something. That's what it feels like.
Well, I think he wanted to drop the... He was first going to drop the expansion where Tagada is on the left, where he has 2 NGs building a factory. And then he saw that Tagada was there already. So then he's like, okay, I'll sneak around and build some factories at the back. Oh no, he lost NGs as well to the fucking transport dying.
I mean, it's fine. He was going to reclaim them anyway.
Now one NG...
have no purpose
Now one NG should reclaim the other. Just for maximum efficiency.
Cannibalism at its finest.
You get them both to reclaim each other and see who wins.
Oh, first you need to pass the game and then you need to both
yes.
reclaim at the same time.
Look, he's dropping the right, and guess what's there? A tank and a scout.
Yes.
Oh.
And he only drops 2 as well.
Tagada. Oh, the scout is going to stop there because it has an assist order.
Yeah.
That's going to let him see it. Eventually, probably. Turbo has no idea. And he flies directly over some tanks as well. That's going to be another sign that Tagada should turn around with that tank. Come on.
I feel like the factory is gonna finish though at this rate. Yeah, it's gonna finish.
Oh my god.
Finally, Tagada scouted it, but it's too late.
Yeah. Took him a while to figure that one out. Still no expansion to the left 4max for Turbo as well. That's painful.
Well, yeah, but Tagada didn't get the bottom right either. He just walked an engineer there instead of made dropping there, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 minutes in. It shouldn't be this late.
Turbo pauses.
This sound looks.
Saying nuke, what the fuck? Is this FAF develop or?
I don't know. new map gen. What? Really?
You should reduce the voice. The voice.
Yeah,
in
I know
the sound.
what you mean. Although I don't know how much it will mute.
Maybe
But it's a bit weird. A few weeks ago, I also had some weird sound bugs. I think the same that Blackheart used to have, where just every sound you hear in game gets displayed once, and then it doesn't until the game ends.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, that's the classic
when you
sound bug.
select your ACU at the start, you hear the sound, and then keep selecting it, nothing happens. And then I randomly got it, and then it randomly went away after a few days. It's so strange.
Yeah, it can fix itself if you restart the computer. But sometimes that doesn't work though.
Yeah, I got it for like 3 or 4 days though.
Yeah, yeah. There are like fixes that definitely work though. He finished the factory, and now there's only 2 tanks there. So 2 tanks is never enough to stop a factory from basically surviving. You need like 6 tanks or something. Oh, he moved too far though. So the factory's not blocking the shots.
Well, one factory was blocking the shots. Oh, he's making engineers from the factory now. That's not...
Turbo! Yeah, that's kind of bad. A lot of air for Tagada on the left-hand side. And he's using transports.
Yeah.
Actually, factory up on the right. Another one for Turbo. That's kind of nice. I don't know how that worked because, I mean, Tagada had tanks around there.
I think Turbo is mass stunning quite hard.
Yeah.
Tank production is quite slow.
I'm just watching him reclaim some P-gens in his base that he was building. I think he had a lot of engineers building P-gens, he's building factories, and he's going tech to air.
These 2 Mantis will get so many kills.
Oh my
One
god.
is 200 mass kill, the other is 70.
Turbo, turn to the left. He needs to leave the left side of the factory now. But he's not doing that.
Yeah. And the tanks target like the full HP Mantis first,
Yeah.
because it's the closest by.
It even has regen.
Yeah, now it's got the second Mantis, so it is double the regen. Will these Mantis be able to finish this? The other Mantis will get the regen with the next tank kill. Vet, I mean.
Well, there's tanks now coming in from the other
he
side.
turned it around. Ah, that's easy.
Finally. But look, he's still not blocked by not blocking all the shots. Okay. Finally.
That cost quite a lot of mass.
Yeah.
It delayed the 4 maxes by so long. Look at these bombers from Tagada on the right though.
Yeah, they're gonna crush that position. There's NGs coming out of those factories. So it needs anti-air.
Yeah. I mean the Intis will clean it up, the Intis were just not in position.
He's got a transport chilling above that with 4 NGs. I don't know where he can go with that. I mean, on this kind of map, like you can do a lot of cancer stuff, like like you could drop one of the expansions like the bottom right, bottom left and build a PD there. Kill the expansion that way. Or even in the bottom left one you could just capture the mexes.
I feel like, I mean it depends how safe you want to play. They are all making factories in those 4 max expansions, which makes sense. Look at the Mantis at the top left from Tagada! If he moves it, he
can deny the factory.
Yeah. Because it's so many maxes, you either have to build a factory or a PD in that location.
Yeah, I think really, well, I guess you build a factory usually.
I mean, I prefer factories, but yeah.
They're just kind of more useful, more general.
Yeah. And he moved the Mantis, so the engineer won't finish it.
Turbo building a navy here. Started some naval production. He lost his NG that was building the other factory, which is probably good. I don't think 2 factories are necessary.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Another.
I think just a single factory and have like 3 frigates, spread them out for nice intel, and you can block enemy navy as well until later in the game.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for the first 20 plus minutes of the game, navy is completely irrelevant. Only when it goes really late, navy can become something you want.
Yeah. Yeah, once you're like, it's quite static, and you know you're getting towards tech 3 land and is on the field and stuff.
Yeah, on the left side, Tagada's crushing Turbo with a nice concave. He crushed
Yeah,
it twice,
he's
and
got a
he
retreat
might just
there.
overwhelm the position.
He's got no PD. Now there's not many. If there's a few more Medusa, this base would die a lot faster. But there's only maybe 1 in there, so there's still a chance
There's
that
no
he can.
PD set.
Yeah, but
No,
with
I
the
think it's dead.
production, no, I don't think so. I think he, like the factories are gonna block a lot of health. He needs to stay behind the factories though. If he comes forward, he will lose all of the tanks.
Yeah. The
Stop.
issue is though, there's only 4 factories of production for Turbo, and there's 9 from Tagada that are reinforcing.
Well, that's true.
So in time, it's bound to be crushed.
Yeah, and he's not using the factories to block any damage at all now.
I think there were too many units anyway to block enough, but he could have had an more efficient fight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
for Tagada, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Feels like he's winning.
with that, if that position is lost, I mean, it is lost at this point. I mean, I think, well, that's pretty hard to come back from. I mean, Turbo also, like, he's making eco, and he's got 2 P-gens as well, and Tech 2 Air. That's kind of a big investment on here. There's a lot of spam
Yes,
from
but
Tagada.
Tagada did the exact same thing. He also making a second PGen T2 Air and T2 Maxes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So
the
it's-
Mexes have only just got. He's only got 1, I think. Turbo has had a few for a while, but and 2 P-gens sooner. So yeah,
His
lot.
reclaim field on the left is quite big.
Yeah,
And I think on the right, Tagada will win as well.
yeah, he's got
Yeah.
more. He's got more units.
Look at that bomber! Oh, never mind. It targeted the factory. There were two insane clumps of units.
Yeah,
Yeah, he will just get overwhelmed by Mantis spam.
yeah. No, there's NGs dropping forward. He just keep, if he drops another 6 NGs forward to that reclaim field, starts taking that reclaim on the left. I mean, like, Turbo's trying to rebuild a base basically right next to the whole army, which is kind of the worst place to try and rebuild because you have no time whatsoever to get any
But
units
this time
going.
there's a PD.
There is, and there's maybe a couple of gunships, but oh look, oh, the top left, he actually did deny the factory in the end, and kill 2 Mexes.
Damn, yeah. But Turbo is, by the way, going for Janus spam.
Okay, that's actually a decent shout.
Yeah.
But look at Tagada's air production, like he's not chilling around.
Holy
with
shit.
the-
Yeah, that's a hard win. That PD though is gonna get so many kills because the factories are blocking the shot.
Yeah, and
The
there's
producers is going for the factories too.
yeah, I think he just attack moved into this expansion, and PD has
Already
11
got-
kills.
It seems like. Oh, and where's the survival instinct? Instantly rebuild the factory. Do it. No. Fail.
Yeah, rebuild the factory, repair the PD, but no, there's still a
So
big
you need
army.
You need to assign 1 engineer to repair the almost dead factory, so that when it dies, it will auto rebuild it.
Yeah, exactly. Instantly as well.
Yeah.
Okay, anti-air on the right goes down after getting a lot of kills. Oh, it got a vet! It killed the gunship and got a vet. Oh my god. Now it's dead finally. So you should be able to hold on to the right side, but
actually-
like the left is terrible.
Yeah, it's true. But that's quite fine. The reclaim field on the right. It's not as big on the left, but as on the left still. Now the Janus come in. They don't really do much. I guess they killed the reclaim partially, which is what he wants to do.
Yeah. Tagada taking that expansion.
Look at all these intis from Tagada that are just rallied and not doing anything. I'm surprised he isn't going for any aggressive airplay.
Yeah, he's got so many inties. I guess right now... Oh, he actually lost 3 mechs at the back somehow. Not sure what happened there.
Sure.
The unit must have got past.
Bomber?
No, I think stuff got
no.
bombed. I think there was a unit there, I guess. But
Yes, no wrecks at all.
Yeah.
And actually, there's 2 bombers from Tagada. They probably overkilled.
Mm.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, they killed probably a random tank that got.
Oh, look at
That's
this.
why you have either PD or factory.
Turbo's going for the snipe.
Yeah, he is. And it should not work. However,
Where is
the issue
gunships?
is.
Oh, he's got some. He's got one gunship. He definitely had more than that. Tagada's in the water with stealth, actually, but guess what? There's a frigate with water vision, so stealth is not gonna help him here.
Oh yeah.
The
Tagada is moving away. I'm surprised he was still there. He does have a T2 land HQ right next, and he's making.
Oh, he does.
Bangers, but he can. He actually already has 2 bangers out.
Yeah.
So it might be fine.
And the torps don't land. Because he got out of the water in time, but there's, what, 4 Janus? That's not really that great for sniping an ACU at all. Gunship will do more consistent damage.
Him, really. He needs some micro to Janus though. He just lost one and took a lot of damage on the others by because of lag.
Yeah, this snipe is not working.
That's a nice dodge as well.
Yeah, look at that.
Great success.
I mean, I don't know what you expect from a Janus.
Yeah.
4 Janus. If you want to snipe an AC with Janus, you really need like an undodgeable amount, like 10 at least.
Yes.
With the 4 or 5, you can actually dodge so much.
Issue is with that army in front of his base. The thing is, he can like use the Janus to kill the army, but that will wind Tagada even more of spamming air to and bring his AC to safety.
Yeah.
So just give Tagada more time to be safe.
Yeah, it's not a. It's just delays losing the game. Really.
Yep.
Well, that was.
Yeah, I don't really know. I guess the main issue what happened this game was Turbo's first transport that he made, he went all around the site and it didn't drop a single max, and because of that I think he got pretty behind from the start. He had way less income.
Yeah, Tagada had scouts patrolling, so he just managed to see the transport on the side of the map.
Yeah, true. And I think if Turbo just went for the safe approach and dropped his own maxes, he would have been ahead actually.
Yeah, you like that map was not really. I mean, you could proxy on that map, but like it actually wasn't that suitable for that map.
You don't have that much income. It looks like a lot with all those maxes, but because there's such a lack of reclaim, and because of the time it takes to get those maxes as well,
yeah,
it's probably the best to just play defensive at the start. At least I would do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Try to.
Because
especially as you have.
Yeah.
Like a Cybern, there's a reason with Mantis, but yeah.
Yeah, like although there are a lot of maxes in the end, you don't actually scale super fast.
Yeah, and I'd say instead of Tech 1 spam, you just try to spam decently fast Tech 2 rush as UEF and either spam some nice mongoose and micro them or just pillars counter the Mantis.
Yeah.
But because he was so behind, he couldn't really do that. Although he did have the opportunity, he just didn't do it. Come on, crazy rush.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is it crazy rush? Yes, nice.
So this is the decider? It's 3-3 now.
It's a decider. It's 3-3.
That's a lot of 4-3s in this in these best of sevens.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
They should be always doing it with the crazy rush mod though.
Well, they can
the one that's
they can enable it. I don't know what it's called. Was it crazy mech?
Me neither.
Crazy rush everywhere, I think. Because yeah, it is pretty frustrating when your mexes don't spawn.
And when your opponent's mexes do spawn.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's the most brutal part.
Yeah, you watch the replay, you're like, oh, that's why I had less income.
Yeah.
No slots.
Although there's ways to kind of counteract it, but it's still a bit annoying.
Yeah, you'd rather not.
Does it overwrite what? Does he mean that it may spawn multiple X's?
No, I think he just means like, does it like spawn instead of the map spawning them?
Oh.
Like it takes over the functionality, which is the case. Tagada's good on Crazy Rush, right?
Yeah. Turbo should be good at it. I don't think Turbo is as good as Tagada, but he should still be good enough at it to,
Yeah.
to put up a good fight.
Okay. Still only win each
Still
other's. Yeah, I mean, picking map gen though is just like, who knows who it's gonna suit really.
Apparently Turbo will win, so congrats to Turbo. Because Tagada picked this map,
Yeah,
apparently.
perfect. Well played, Turbo.
Ban UEF, big surprise.
I wonder what. Oh yeah, there we go. Another surprise.
It's sad.
I mean, Janice are too good on this map.
Yeah.
They're legitimately OP out here.
I wonder which faction I will pick. Will it be Seraphim or Seraphim? Oh, it's Seraphim.
Hmm.
I'd still say though that as Sarah, it's still like Janus are super fucking OP on this map, but Sarah has quite a lot of OP shit on this map as well. Like Phobos are absolutely insane here, just like no what's that?
Yeah.
Sarah shields are insane. Sarah arties are insane. Ilshis are insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's just that the main issue is that aside from Phobos, most of the other OP shits are like appear later than Janus do. So Janus just have the first impact.
Yeah, the arty.
Although,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The arty is kind of underrated, like the T2 arty. It's actually very accurate.
it's actually
I think it's
insane
I think
when
it's the best arty. Like.
Yeah, it is by far. I've had enough wonder mid games if you're close enough with fucking RT wars. Oh, he built an RT. 2 shot. Killed 2 snipe 2 tech 2 pigeons with 2 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice Sarah RT there. It's actually insane, yeah. Okay, Tagada isn't doing his normal greedy BO with 2 pigeons before factory.
Yeah,
Which I like.
Turbo did 2 pigeons factory. And he
Yeah,
like faked a max for some reason. I don't know.
I like the max faking. I think you should always do it.
I think you should just build a max.
Just...
or just build a factory.
Oh yeah, that's...
Screw the pigeons.
Well, sure. Like the 2 pigeons build order, in theory it's the most efficient one, but on a map like Crazy Rush with like first bombers and early raids and whatever, or early aggression, I don't think it's nice. I think it's like if your opponent just does the same thing but less efficient, then it's good. But if your opponent is aggressive, then it can really set you back far, as we've seen with some certain UD games with bombers killing 7 engineers versus low.
Yeah.
But first max fake, like you can like fake the first max and then do the 2 pigeons anyway, because then your opponents might maybe think that well, he's not going for the greed, but then you go for the greed. Like there's some mind games like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think you should. I mean, I just always go for first max, whether I do it or not. Most of the time I build it, but when I don't, my enemy still thinks he moves out engineers for the 1 Selen. Jesus. Oh, look at.
Ooh,
Oh, he actually
good shot.
missed micro. That's quite hard. It
Oh.
would have died.
Counter.
He cloaked it, but there's an
What?
ACU.
What is the? Why did he cloak? Tagada didn't kill him. Oh my god. What is happening?
No
Tagada.
way, it's not gonna kill that engineer. Oh my god. Nice factory. Fuck me, dude.
Wow.
So they both failed their micro kinda with the silence.
Hmm.
There's a quick second there from Tagada and from Turbo. Both are not surprising.
I love Turbo's mech's layout right now. It's what the fuck is that?
It's
Is he gonna put his factory in there and upgrade it
just
Tech 2?
yeah, beautiful. That's the real big brain thing. That's what you make your HQ, and then you make your HQ produce mass while it's making Tech 3 units.
And Tagada's doing the sideways mechs building.
Yes.
What's the score? The score is 3-3. This is the final game. And Tagada is the one with the first bomber of the game.
There is an AA out though for Turbo, but
Yeah.
his engineers aren't nicely split. He didn't make a second Talon to scout for the bomber, which is quite bad. Did he
Yeah.
get another bomb off?
He
Yeah,
does.
yes, he will. Nice micro.
Yeah, that was nice. 5 NG
Three-
kills.
5 engineer kills, that's insane.
That's huge.
That shouldn't have happened, to be honest.
No.
If there was a single Talon cloaked, he could have just like lost 1 or 2 engineers if you microed.
Yeah, because then you have the time to split.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And there's still no counter. He went for Inti first.
Jesus.
I guess I can't okay.
As soon as
Usually
the
has
Inti
been in far
comes,
worse positions.
as soon as the Inti comes out, he's like, oh, yeah, GG. The demoralization that has happened in these.
Imagine if the
series.
Inti was a bomber. Look at those 6 engineers he clapped up.
Oh, I know.
Man. Nice bomber that Tagada's making.
Yeah,
Pause it
Inti,
and make an anti-air.
Inti is just a mistake early on in Crazy Rush. You just have to, if you just have a static anti-air and you see the bomber coming, that's the best defense, really.
Yeah. You just have to constantly dodge the bombers.
Yeah, that's it.
That's early game in Crazy Rush for you.
Yeah, please don't waste the Inti though. Now that you do
Yeah,
actually have it.
that's
Oh my god, what a waste.
F.
That's an
Now
annoying
the
tank.
bomber from Turbo comes out, but I feel like it won't get any more than 3 engineer
1 or
kills.
2, maybe.
I'm
Dodge.
placing my bets on 3. Oh, never mind, it's 1 dodged.
Yeah, 2 kills. It's okay. Oh, look at this tank. Don't get
Oh,
reclaimed.
man.
Don't get reclaimed.
A single he kills an engineer and all the engineers are idle. Damage is already done by way too much. Kills 2 engineers.
He might. He's gonna kill 3.
I feel like Contra K is imminent.
God, damn it!
Oh my god, Turbo! Stop it!
Do something. Block this shot. Build a wall or something. Anything.
He's microing the tank to 5 engineer kills.
Oh,
now-
is his base gonna explode? Now he's getting 2v1 in the tanks. Oh no, 2v2.
Another bomber, it's
2
gets
kills.
0 engineer kills from
Oh,
Turbo.
he bombed the pigeons. Does Turbo still have a chance? It doesn't seem very likely that he can win.
It depends how Tagada plays.
And how Turbo plays.
Oh sure, but if Turbo plays like a god from now on, he definitely has a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
But it would require him to play like a god, so
Yeah,
I mean that's a bit far-fetched.
I mean, there's a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen,
It's not a very
I've
big
seen,
chance.
I've seen worse situations on Crazy Rush. I feel like
I've
this
seen
is
far worse situations.
Yeah, this is one of those maps where you can actually just be kind of crushed and pull it back somehow. So there's just so much
because,
eco to work with.
Yeah, not only that, but people tend, because Crazy Rush is such a weird map, people tend to be quite inefficient with everything they do. Like, like the units fights, for example, most aside from the early game micro, most of the units in the mid to late game is so sloppy. It's just rally all your factories to opponent side of map,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
both players do that, and then it's a scramble in mid. Yeah, but it's
Ow.
not necessarily the most efficient. That's a nice ball.
6 kills there.
But not only that, but people are also very lazy with expanding max crits. It's what I've noticed. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Tagada is making with ACU and 4 inches at the moment, which is not lazy at all.
No, that's
But I've
quite a lot.
noticed
It's actually
too
more
many
than.
people.
It's actually got like, what, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 NGs on the ACU. That's actually
Yeah.
huge, and on the left hand side, and the right hand side now as well. So, if he can, I don't think he can scale his power that fast. So, it's probably too many mexes building, but.
Yeah, but
it's still good.
fine. Even if you overflow 50 mass a second, it doesn't matter because later on you will be able to use that mass, and you won't have the annoyance of expanding your mech. You already expanded it further.
Yeah, and Tagada has the full map control, so it's kind of he's not really under any pressure with his NGs. He can just expand easily. Turbo kind of has to protect his engineers. It's kind of an even fight in the front. Not too relevant.
There's no tech 2 yet, which is surprising.
Yes, what's that? 70% for Turbo. Where's Tagada's T2? I don't see any.
Yeah, like especially Tagada. It's already almost 8 minutes in. It's.
It's not even started. Yeah, it should be finished by now in most games.
You should have your T2 pigeon finished and starting the tech 3 HQ.
Oh, okay, Mr. Professional.
I remember the fucking old KG Rush games that used to be way less spam heavy.
Yeah, way less bomber heavy as well.
Yeah, but there was way more static defenses. There would be like, after 50 minutes, the entire map would be filled with tech 2 PDs and fields and scavengers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's why the spam. But like early game spam is now a lot more.
This looks really bad here on the right hand side though. He's getting tanks in.
Yeah.
He could kill a lot of NGs. Needs a PD.
Turbo actually does have Tech 2 HQ.
Yeah. He's had it for a little while.
You should just put these tanks on engineer focus and should just move everything in. It doesn't matter if you it's actually a negative for Turbo to have his entire base filled with Rex. That's how Cage Rush works.
Yeah, they just get in the way of building stuff. But he Tagada now 50% tech 2. He's assisting a lot, but he's very late on it. So, but the spam, like there's a lot of tanks coming in, and Turbo is just gonna find it really difficult to add more factories at this point, which is
I think it's too late now.
This is painful. He needs
He's like outnumbered 8-1.
He needs PDs to be able to expand. Tagada chatting to his demoralized teammate.
Yeah. The BM chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot focus, but I'm still crushing you.
Yeah, oops. Oops, silly me.
The classic Tagada BM.
Yeah. It's like... Yep. Alright, Tech 2 is done. He's got just way more factories. I mean, it's not even close. I think this game is certainly just looking worse and worse for Turbo.
There's 2 Tech 2 PDs, which are not bad versus this.
Yeah.
But like...
They're really far back.
Like I already said, that's... Like Tagada is already making some mistakes. Like the spam is working out, but aside from the spam, like his tech 2 was super late. And I think his power scaling was also very bad. He doesn't have a lot of power at all.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna really struggle making this P-Gen. And also, I mean, but he does have insane mass income compared to if he had power, he would have insane mass income compared to Turbo.
But then again,
he made 2 HQs.
Tagada did? Oh,
yeah.
It's
probably not even bad.
Stop expanding his maxes. So in the long run, he will just lose.
Yep. Yeah.
That's kind of what people tend to do. The moment they can spend their mass, they stop adding maxes for some reason, which I don't get.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a massive blunder.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
I think just the base grid is way bigger for Tagada already, and he has 2 other grids. So
he has twice as many maxes,
yeah,
if not more.
yeah, yeah. This is pretty doomed.
Now all Turbo needs to do is rush T3 and make sniper bots UD style and.
No, I think what Turbo needs to do is make 2 TMLs and TML Tagada's commander. That's legit the only hope.
Tend to forget to build TMD here. Although, with that being said, Tagada literally queued up a TMD.
Yeah.
It's working on. The second one, actually.
Oh yeah, there's the second one. Now he should build TML.
Also, nobody ever builds walls, Crazy Rush.
No, they don't. That's true. I mean, it's not like you need money to block up the map.
Yeah.
It's only 5 by 5.
Some nice bombers from Tagada.
Yeah.
This is why Sarah Tech bombers are insane. Look how many maxes will die.
Oh. It's like 20% of his income there gone from 3 bombers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Turbo can control K at any moment here.
Sarah bombers have the same AoE as Aeon.
They do, yeah.
It's just that they are 10 times easier to micro.
Yeah, and they do more damage. Most importantly. 200 damage is so bad.
Look at these PDs from Turbo. This is the thing, like, Tagada is rallying his entire army into the PDs. With the reclaim, Turbo should be able to stabilize. At least for the short time.
Yeah.
Tagada's going for massive bomber spam though, and this is kind of the stage where you want to queue up static flags in all directions, just prevent bombers and...
Yeah, the static flag will just kill them instantly, whereas the static T1 will basically let them pass, and they'll, unless you have a few of them. Static flag just destroys them instantly. Yeah, I mean, the difference in the production is absurd, but these PDs are being extremely efficient. Like, they have so many kills. More bombers.
That again. Yeah, the big issue, I have to say, if Turbo actually actively was working on his max kit like Tagada was, he actually has a chance, because, you know, but he has less than half the mass income from Tagada, for sure.
Yeah, so it's really... And he's still losing more income. He does need those flags. So he's only killing the bombers after... Some of them are getting 2 passes. Like that one's going to get 2 passes as well. Oh no, it died, sorry, just at the end. But
he misses a max kit template.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Turbo will reach Tech 3 first, though. But, I mean, his mass income is so low that it's irrelevant, really.
Yeah.
He has he has Tech 1 Rex, I guess, kinda. But that's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, that doesn't do enough. He's trying to push on the top right, but that's not working. And Tagada just finished a whole batch of Tech 2 support factories. And that will be a lot more HP to shoot through.
Yeah, he's about to finish, like, 10 more T2 support factories on the right, like 65%. And he's on the way to Tech 3.
He needs to stop building Tech 1 tanks though, just to go for 4 boys only at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of times being built here still. More bombers. The mech grid is getting smaller instead of bigger.
Yeah. It's not really what should be happening.
No. It's kind of nasty. Also, he's got the PDs, but he doesn't have any artillery. This is an essential ingredient of UD's strategy on this map. PDs to defend, but if you have some artillery, then you can actually kill some stuff as well. that's
You mean the
not just
strategy
tanks.
of getting absolutely bullied in the early game, and then due to your opponent's incompetence, you manage to stabilize and slowly beat back?
Exactly. Well, you know, static defenses are pretty good on a map where you just have all of your mass in your base, and it's 5x5.
Yeah. I remember the nice 500 sniper bots. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And there goes 20 more maxes.
Jesus. Do something about it.
It's like AI style waves, just 4 or 5 bombers every 10 seconds.
Yeah, it is. And also just running into 20 Tech 2 PDs. Like, the damage on these is insane.
His army, he doesn't have a nice army formation. It's a bit disappointing with his AI behavior. I think it needs
Yeah.
an update.
Oh, he
Tagada making back to arties.
yeah, they just killed 3 PDs there. Finally something that can kill them. That's been built.
Yeah, one already has 3k massacres.
Jesus.
Okay.
But yeah, Tagada's eco is absolutely insane. It's
I mean,
there's literally no way
they
to.
both know who is gonna win this game.
Yeah, maybe he could build a chicken with 25 Tech 1 maxes. What do you think?
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, he has 30k reclaim in front of his base, so
So there's a
he
chance.
actually can build a chicken.
Yeah, he only has 4 Tech 2 pigeons, though. That's the issue.
The thing is, when the chicken is out, it will instantly die to Tech 1 and Tech 2 spam. And Tech 1 is-
Yeah. Hey, it has flak. Chicken flak. Don't underestimate it.
Yeah.
I think he should.
thought you were a gunship once.
Wow. Hey, he can kill mercies. There we go. Tiger says he's actually trying to, I guess by just running all of his units directly into the PDs. That's his way of winning. That's how far ahead he knows he is.
That poor engineer.
Rip.
If only he managed to save the 2 TMLs and managed just to TML Tagada now.
Oh, could you imagine if he'd actually if he had them loaded and he just control kit everything else and launched. But yeah, Tiger is under shield and everything, so
Yeah.
is he dodging?
But just imagine a world where that's worked. Imagine the salt you must feel when that happens to you. You would be absolutely disgusted with yourself.
I know.
Yeah, like you control K everything to make your opponent think he has won.
Yeah.
And then you did that. Oh my god.
Oh, Tiger to control kit all his factories for some reason. Okay. Well, GG.
So what is it, 4-3 for Tagada?
Yep. Tagada wins 4-3. And they each won the other's map picks without exception.
With the exception of Crazy Rush. I'm
No.
disappointed there was no...
Crazy Rush was Turbo's pick, I think. Wasn't it?
Oh really?
Oh no, you're right. Sorry. Right.
You're just an idiot.
Wow, fucking banned.
Still, no beautiful forest, nothing was played. It's bad, man.
No, thankfully. No -4 or 3.
-4. Like, I want to see if there's... I want to see some other forests, nothing. I'm sure. Okay, Grimplex and Arico, you and Tex. And then Tex had multiple practice games on Forest Nothing.
Really? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, 2 actually. But well, they're totaling 7 minutes or so.
Right.
Actually only 5. And then by UD as well. Another Rico. I'm gonna watch your beautiful game there. 30 minutes long.
Oh yeah, very beautiful.
I have not seen the map in game yet, so I'm kind of curious.
Okay. Alright, well, congrats to Tagada. Let me see. Is there gonna be balance?
Oh, true, I forgot.
Balance chat.
I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
Patrick, if Tagada Turbo don't finish within 1.5 hours, we move to Gone. That's like 2 hours ago. I think it might be moved then. You'll see. How much mass is on this map? 600k! Oh my fucking god. Is it like time? Yeah, it must be like times 3 reclaim.
The trees are sickening. Like they take a long time to reclaim.
Yeah, that's like these trees normally don't give that much mass at all.
Mm.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turbo, I definitely enjoyed the Great Best of 7.
Alright, I'm gonna end the
Especially
stream.
some certain maps.
I'll
Okay.
talk to you if we're doing the balance call.
Sure.
Alright. See ya. Okay. Yeah, that's it for the stream. Hit like. Thanks to actually Patrick McCarthy sent me a tip yesterday. And see you. I'll probably see you tomorrow. We might look at the text games. And yeah, we'll see what we'll do. For now, we're off. So thanks for watching. See you next time, guys.